Subscribe and download over 1 million code snippet including this tutorial from codegive.com, link in the description below. In Python, variable shadowing occurs when a variable declared within a certain scope has the same name as a variable in an outer scope. This can lead to unexpected behavior and bugs if not understood and managed properly. In this tutorial, we'll explore what variable shadowing is, how it works, and how to effectively manage it in your Python code. Python has different levels of variable scope, and variables declared in one scope may or may not be accessible in another. The main types of scopes in Python are: local scope. Variables declared within a function are considered local to that function and are not accessible outside of it. Enclosing scope. Non-local. If a function is defined inside another function, the inner function has access to variables in the outer, enclosing, function's scope. Global scope. Variables declared outside of any function or block are considered global and can be accessed from any part of the code. Built-in scope. Python also has a built-in scope that contains functions and objects that are built into the language. Let's consider an example to illustrate variable shadowing. In this example, the shadow_example function has a local variable named x, which shadows the global variable x when accessed within the function. The local variable takes precedence over the global variable within its scope. To manage variable shadowing, consider the following tips. Use descriptive variable names. Choose variable names that are descriptive and unlikely to clash with names used in outer scopes. This reduces the chances of unintentional shadowing. Avoid global variables. Minimize the use of global variables to reduce the likelihood of unintentional shadowing. Instead, use function parameters and return values to pass data between functions. Explicitly reference outer scope. If you intentionally want to use a variable from an outer scope, use the global or non-local keyword to explicitly reference it. Debugging tools. Utilize debugging tools such as print statements or debugging tools to identify and trace the values of variables in different scopes. By understanding and applying these principles, you can effectively manage variable shadowing and write more maintainable and bug-free Python code. ChatGPT